So now we are dealing with the problem based upon the centrifugal pump. So already I told you, whenever in any question if problem is given, first you have to draw this diagram. After that you have to, some basic formulas are there. With the help of that we will solve the more problems based upon that. First we have to see that this type is the inlet U1, V1, VF1, and this one will consider as the theta at the inlet, and this one is the U2, VW2, beta, pi, VF2, VR2, and V2. And you have to remember, if this side theta is right side theta is there, this one you have to consider as opposite hypotenuse, and this one is adjacent. If this one is the opposite, this side theta is there, this one you have to treat as the opposite, this is hypotenuse, and this one adjacent. This is the basic thing. Sin theta is equal to opposite by hypotenuse, cos theta is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse, tan theta is equal to opposite by adjacent. You have to remember this, and some of the basic formulas are there. This is u1 is equal to pi d n by 60, u2 is equal to pi d 2 n by 60, and manometric efficiency is equal to g into hm by vw2 into u2, and work done is equal to 1 by g vw2 into u2, and discharge is equal to pi d2 b2 and vf2. f22 means exit indication will be there, and more formulas are there. Just n under root of q by h2 power of 3 by 2 for inlet, and for outlet n under root of q by h2 power of 3 by 4, and ns is equal to n under root of q by h2 power of 3 by 4. And next formula is under root of h by d1 n1 is equal to under root of h2 by d2 n2. Next one is the p by d2 power of 5 n2 power of 3, p by d2 power of 5 n2 power of 3. This one for inlet and this one for outlet is there. You have to remember this one, then we will solve based upon that. Some problems are there. As you can see, the question is there. According to that we have to solve that. Simple formulas are there, based upon that only we have to solve that. Here what is given in the question, a centrifugal pump discharge is given, a centrifugal pump discharge. So here discharge value is given. Discharge is equal to 0.15 meter cube per second. First discharge value is given. Waters again a head means hm is equal to 12.5 meter. The speed of the impeller begun, speed means n is given, n is equal to 600 rpm is given. The outer and inner diameter of the impeller d1 is given, d1 is equal to 500 mm is given, and d2 is equal to, d1 is 500 mm is given, and d2 is equal to 250 mm is given. Whenever it is given in mm, what you have to do, divided with 1000, and here also you have to divide it with 1000. So here you will get the value of 0.5 meter, and here you will get the value of 0.25 meter. You got the value of d1 and d2. After that 500 and 250 mm respect, and the vane angle bend to an angle of 35 degree to the exit. Exit means I told you, exit always designated with pi. Pi is equal to how much? 35 degree to the tangent. First you have to find out the manometric efficiency. First you have to find out the manometric efficiency. Second you have to find the vane angle at inlet, theta. Vane angle at inlet means theta. Third thing what you have to find out, the area of the vane angle at inlet. Two things only you have to find out. Here what is given, area is also given in 0.07 meter square. Area is also given. So what you have to do, first try to find out the u1 and u2. For finding u1, d1 is there, d2 is there. So try to first find out the u1 and n2. For finding u1, the formula will be pi d1 n by 60. So here pi write down as it is. d1 value is given in your question. d1 value is 0.5. n value is equal to how much? 600 by 60. If you solve this with the help of calculus, you will get 7.85 meter per second value of u1. Then you have to find out the u2. Then pi d2 n by 60. Pi write down as it is. d2 value is equal to, d2 value is 0.25, n value is equal to 600 by ये क्या हो गया 60. Then here if you solve this one, you will get how much? 15.70 meter per second. Now you got the value of u1 and u2. After that, in this question, first time area is given. Whenever is area is given, you have to use the discharge. But here velocity is given. First you have to find out whether the velocity is given or not. If velocity is given, then only you can find out the discharge. So discharge is equal to, first I will write out the formula. Discharge is equal to area into Velocity means Vf1 or Vf2. So discharge by area is equal to Vf1. Vf1 is equal to discharge, how much it is given, 0.15, and area how much it is given, area 0.07. If you solve this one, you will get the velocity, that is 2.14 meter per second. 2.14 meter per second. So this is the value of Vf1 as well as Vf2. After getting the value of Vf1 is equal to Vf2. Vf1 is equal to Vf2. Vf1 is equal to Vf2. That much, how much you got the value? That value 2.14 meter per second. Vf1 and Vf2 you got. So with the help of that, after that what you have to do, you have to draw the diagram for centrifugal pump. This is the diagram. This one for outlet, and this is vane, and this one for inlet. You have to remember this one, and you have to draw. This one is theta, this one is pi, and this one is beta. From here to here we'll call as a VW2, and the overall we'll call as a U2, and this one is VF2, this is V2, and this one is VR2. This one is VR2, and this one is V2, and this one is VF1, and this one is U1, and here is VR1. In every problem you have to draw this diagram. Now first bit, what is asking first bit? Manometric efficiency. So first I will write down the formula for manometric efficiency. For manometric efficiency, the formula will be G into Hm by VW2 into U2. VW2 into U2. This is the value for manometric efficiency. You know the value of G, it is given in question, and Hm is also is given in question. U2, with the help of that formula pi d2 n by 60, you got the value of this one. Only need to find out the VW2. VW2 is lying here. VW2 is lying here. Better to take this triangle. For this triangle, what you have to do? First, you have to draw the total triangle. In total triangle, you have to indicate this. This one you treat as beta. This one you treat as pi. And from here to here, you will take as the VW2. And from here to here, you will take as the U2. And this is VF2. And this one is the VR2, and this one is the V2. But you need this much only triangle, because you have to find out VW2. So if you consider this triangle, this area only, this triangle, so if you consider this one from here to here, if you consider, then this area, if you want to find out, I told you number of times, U2 minus VW2. So U2 minus VW2 you can write, and this one as write as pi, and this one is VF2, and this one is VR2. You can write. See here, whenever pi is given, this one you will treat as the opposite, this one you will treat as the opposite, this one you will treat as the adjacent, and this one you will treat as the hypotenuse. So you have to find out the VW2. You know the value of pi. So here better to take tan pi. Tan pi is equal to opposite by adjacent. Tan pi is equal to opposite by adjacent. So tan pi is equal to, opposite value is VF2, adjacent value is U2 minus VW2. So tan pi is equal to VF2 value. VF2 value is already you got, that is 2.14. Then this value U2 value with the help of pi dt, and that is 15.70 minus VW2 value you have to find out this one. Pi value is given in your question. Pi is equal to 35 degree. So tan 35 degree is equal to 2.14 by 15.70 minus VW2. If you go for cross multiplication and simplification, you will get the value of VW2. So VW2 is equal to VW2 12.64 meter per second. Go for cross multiplication, you will get the value of VW2. After getting VW2 value, if you substitute here, first bit is the manometric efficiency. The formula will be G into Hm by VW2 into U2. Substitute here. G value is always constant, 9.81. Hm value is given in your question. Hm value is 12.5 by VW2 just you know about 12.64 and U2 value also known to you 15.70. If you substitute here you will get the value of efficiency, that is 0.618. If you want in percentage, 0.618 into 100, that is 61.8% you will get the manometric efficiency. Second bit he is asking to find out the inlet angle. For inlet angle what you have to do means you have to take this inlet triangle. So first I am drawing the inlet triangle. This is my inlet triangle. This one you will treat as theta and this one is VF1. You know the value of VF1. Just now you got 2.14 and this one is the U1 and this one is the VR1. You can treat this one is the opposite and this one is the adjacent. So here you can write tan theta is equal to opposite by adjacent. Tan theta is equal to opposite by adjacent. So tan theta is equal to opposite value is VF1, adjacent value is U1. So VF1 value with the help already 2.14 already you know that, and U1 value with the help of formula you got the value of U1 7.85. If you solve this one you will get like this 0.272. Then tan theta is equal to 0.272. Then theta is equal to tan inverse of 0.272. If you solve this one 15.12 degree you will get the value of theta. So he is asking two things, you got this value. So simple problem is there. You have to remember this one. What is given in that? First discharge is given and HM is given, then N is given, D1 is given in mm, you have to divide it with 1000, and D2 is given in mm, you have to divide it with 1000, and pi is given, mechanical efficiency, and theta. Area is also given 0.07 meter square. U1 how to find out? Pi dn by 60. U2 pi dn by 60. You will get the value of U1 as well as U2. But in this problem area is given. Whenever area is given, discharge is equal to area into velocity. Normal basic formula is there. Discharge is equal to area into velocity. So discharge by area is equal to VF1. VF1 is equal to 0.15. This one is there. You will got the value of VF1. But you have to remember this, VF1 is always equal to VF2. VF1 is always equal to VF2. So here VF1 and VF2 both are equal. That is 2.14 meter per second. Then he is asking first bit to find out the manometric efficiency. If you write the formula of manometric efficiency, here everything is known except VW2. So first you have to find out VW2. VW2 is there. 2 means outlet triangle you have to consider. In outlet triangle if you consider here many things are unknown. So better to consider the right side. See, right side if you consider, this one is opposite, adjacent, and this one is the hypotenuse. So these two if you consider, then only you will get the value of VW2. Why I am considering this one in place of VR2? VR2 I don't know the value, I know the value of VF2. So better to consider these two. So opposite by adjacent, tan pi is equal to opposite by adjacent. Tan pi write down as it is. This is VF2, adjacent is U2 minus VW2. If you solve this one you will get the value of VW2. VW2 you got. Then after getting the value of VW2 you have to substitute in manometric efficiency. Then only you will get the value of manometric efficiency. If you want answer in percentage, then you have to multiply with 100. After that he is asking to find out the value of theta, inlet angle. Inlet angle means this triangle you have to draw, this triangle opposite, adjacent, and this one is the hypotenuse. Whatever the angle is there opposite to that you have to treat as opposite. Incline always you have to treat as the hypotenuse, and straight always you have to treat as the adjacent. So tan theta is equal to opposite by adjacent, VF1 by U1. If you solve this one you will get the value of theta. Theta is equal to 15.12 degree. Okay, in the next problem, the outer diameter of an impeller of a centrifugal pump is equal to outer diameter is given. Whenever outer diameter is given you have to take D2. D2 is equal to how much it is given, the outer 400 mm. So 400 mm. So whenever it is given in mm you have to divide it with 1000. So answer should be 0.4 meter, and the outer width is equal to B2. B2 is equal to 50 mm is given. Here also you have to divide it with 1000. 0.04 0.05 meter, 0.05 meter, and the pump is running at n is given, n is equal to 800 rpm is given, and it is working again at total head. Hm is given, total head means hm is equal to 15 meter. The vane angle at the outlet is equal to, outlet means pi, inlet means theta, you have to remember this one. So this one is given. And manometric efficiency is given 75%, that is 0.75. Determine first one, velocity of the flow at outlet, second one, velocity of water leaving the vane, an angle made by the absolute velocity at the outlet, and discharge. Here four things you have to find out. Before finding anything, first what you have to do, you have to try to find out the value of u1 and u2. You can't find out the u1 because d1 is not given, so better to find out the u2. U2 is equal to pi dn by u2 is equal to pi d2n by 60, pi d2n by 60. So here pi is there, d2 value is 0.4, and n value is equal to how much, 800 by this one is the 60. If you solve this one, 16.75 meter per second, you got the value of u2. Then u1 you can't find out. After that, what you have to do in this question, manometric efficiency is given. What is given? Manometric efficiency. So write down the formula for manometric efficiency. For manometric efficiency, G into Hm by Vw2 into u2. G is universal constant, that is 9.81. Hm value is given in your question, efficiency is given in your question, and now only you got the value of u2. So easily you can find out the value of Vw2. So go for cross multiplication. Vw2 u2 manometric efficiency is equal to G into Hm. What you have to find out? Vw2. So G into Hm by manometric efficiency into u2. Just substitute the value. 9.81 into Hm value is given in question, that is 15, by manometric efficiency is 0.75. u2 value just now you got 16.75. If you solve this one, you will get the value of Vw2, that is 11.71 meter per second. This is the value of Vw2 value is this one, Vw2 value is this one. Now what you have to do, you have to draw the diagram for this one, centrifugal pump. This is the diagram for centrifugal pump. This one is the outlet and this one is the inlet. That one is the outlet and this one is the inlet. This one you have to treat as from here to here, that is Vw2, and from here to here, this one you treat as u2, and this one is the pi, this one is the beta, this is Vf2, this is Vr2, and this is V2. Then here vane will be there, blades will be there, and this one is the theta, this is u1, this is Vf1, this is V2, this one is Vr1, this is Vr2, Vr1 or Vr2, Vf1 and V will be same. So what you have to do in this problem is, these things are given. So what you have to do, first you have to find out the value of Vw2, you just now you got, u2 just now you got. So first he is asking to find out the velocity. So Vf2 you have to draw this diagram for finding the Vf2. If you want to find out the Vf2, you have to draw the diagram. So outlet triangle again I am drawing. This is my outlet triangle. Here this one is the pi is given, and this one is the beta. From here to here, this is Vw2, and overall you will consider as the u2, and this one you will consider as the Vf2, and this one is the Vr2, and this one is the V2. So this triangle you have to consider. For that triangle again you have to draw this one. Consider this one. This one is your pi. If you want this area, this much area, so what you have to do, u2 minus Vw2, and this one is the Vf2 and this one is the Vr2. This one you treat as the opposite, this side you treat as the opposite, this side you treat as the adjacent, and this side you treat as the hypotenuse. So here you can take tan theta, tan pi is equal to opposite by adjacent, opposite by adjacent. So tan pi is equal to, opposite is how much, Vf2, adjacent is how much, u2 minus Vw2. So here you know the value of tan pi. Tan pi value is given in your question. Pi value is given in your question. How much pi value is given in your question? Pi value is 40. 40 is equal to Vf2, you have to find out. Just u2, just now you got the value of u2. u2 value is equal to, you have to find out that the u2 value how much is given. So u2 value is 16.75 minus 11.71. Go for cross multiplication. 16.75 minus 11.71, tan 40 is equal to Vf2. From this you will get the value of Vf2. Vf2 value is like this, 4.23 meter per second. This is the value, and remember that Vf1 is always equal to Vf2, that is 4.23 meter per second. You got the value of V1, Vf1 and Vf2. In next bit he is asking to find out the velocity of water leaving the vein. Velocity of water leaving the vein. Velocity, VELY, velocity of water leaving the vein. Veins means blade. So you have to find out the value of V2. You have to find out the value of V2, velocity of water leaving the vein. So you have to find out the value of V2. For finding V2, you can select this left side triangle. Left side triangle, if you draw, in left side triangle, if you can see that this one and this one and this line you have to take. This is the beta, you don't know the beta, but you know the value of Vw2, you know the value, and Vf2. These two things are known. You only need to find out the V2. So here you can implement anything, but I am applying here Pythagoras theorem. A, this is B, and this C. Formula is there. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. AC value is how much? V2 whole square. V2 whole square. AB value is equal to Vw2 whole square plus BC value is equal to Vf2 whole square. So V2 is equal to under root of Vw2 whole square plus Vf2 whole square. V2 is equal to under root of Vw2 whole square value. You have to find out first one. Just now only you got the value of Vw2 value. That value you have to substitute here. That is 11.71 whole square plus then next one is the Vf2. Just now you got, that is 4.23 whole square. From this you will get the value of Vf2. Vf2 value is 12.45 meter per second. This is the value of V2. After that he is asking to find out the outlet. Outlet means beta. This diagram only enough for you. He is asking to find out the value. Now you can select anything. This two you can take, this two you can take, this two you can, because you know the value of V2, Vf2 as well as Vw2. So anything you can select to find out the value of beta. So what I am doing, I will take the tan beta, tan theta. Tan beta is equal to opposite by adjacent. So tan beta is equal to opposite value. If this is the triangle, here the angle is there, this one you will treat as the opposite, that is Vf2, and adjacent will be Vw2. So tan beta is equal to Vf2 value, how much that is? 4.23. Vw2 also value you know very well. Just now only you got the value of Vw2, that is 11.71. So tan beta is equal to, if you solve this one, 0.36. Then beta is equal to tan inverse of 0.36. So from this you will get the value of beta. Beta is equal to how much? 19.48 degree. 19.48 degree. From here you got the value of beta. And the last bit he is asking to find out the discharge. For finding discharge, discharge is equal to, what is the formula? Pi B2 D2 into Vf2. So here pi write down as it is. B2 value is given in your question. how much it is given means 0.4, and D2 value is also given 0.05 into VF2 4.23. If you solve this one, you will get the value of discharge. Discharge is equal to 0.265 meter cube per second. This is the value of discharge. From this you will get the value of discharge. This is your discharge. As you can see, somewhat little bit long is their question. Mostly it will ask for 10 marks, so you have to remember that only simple basic formulas are there. So once again I will tell that here D2 is given in mm divided with 1000, B2 is given in mm divided by 1000, n is given, hm is given, pi is given, manometric efficiency 75, 0.75 is given. You have to first draw the diagram, find out the U2. For finding the U2, the formula will be pi D2 n by 60. You will get the value of U2. Then manometric efficiency is given and everything is known except VW2. So with the help of that you will get the value of VW2 also. With the help of this formula manometric efficiency, you will get the value of VW2. After that, finding VW2 and this VF2 you have to find out. For finding VF2 you have to draw the outlet triangle. In outlet triangle you have to select the right side one. In right side one, this one is the opposite hypotenuse and this one is the adjacent. So you have to select this one, take as the tan theta opposite by adjacent, solve this one, you will get the value of VF2. VF2 is always equal to VF1. VF2 is always equal to VF1. After that you have to find out the value of V2. V2 is known as velocity of water leaving the vein. So you have to find out V2. For finding V2 you can use many techniques, but I am using Pythagoras theorem. So here AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, AC BC square, V2 whole square plus VW2 whole square plus VF2 whole square. Here you know everything except VW2. Just now only you got the value of VW2. Again he is asking to find out the outlet angle, that is beta. For finding beta, no need to draw another diagram. In this diagram only you can find out. You can take opposite by hypotenuse or opposite by adjacent. It's up to you. Any triangle you can take. So tan beta is equal to opposite by adjacent, this one and this one, because in this triangle this value and this value, all three values are available with you. So you can take tan theta, sin theta or cos theta, it's up to you. So from starting onwards I am preferring as tan theta, that's why I am selecting as a tan theta. By taking sin theta and cos theta also you will get the same answer. So tan beta is equal to opposite by adjacent. Here in this triangle opposite is VF2 and adjacent is VW2. If you substitute you will get the tan beta, you will get some answer. If you shifted that side it will become tan inverse. So beta is equal to 19.480. Next problem, for 5 marks some problems will be given like this. You have to remember that some specific formula and comparison formulas will be used. So you have to remember this one. Find the number of pump required to take water from a depth well under a total head of. Total head is given. Total head is designated with the letter total head. See here, total head, HEAD head. H is equal to, total head is equal to, or HT, total. T stand for total. Total head is given. How much total head is given in this problem? Total head of 89 meter is given. Total head. All the pumps are identically and they're running at n is given. N is equal to 800 rpm. 800 rpm is given. The specific speed of a pump, specific speed is n suffix s, that is 25. Speed means rpm also. The specific speed is equal to 25 rpm is given. Specific speed is given 25. After that, while the capacity of each pump discharge is given, by seeing unit you have to add 0.16 meter cube per second. This is the discharge is given. Total head is given, n is given, specific speed is given and discharge is given and discharge is given. What you have to do, first you have to find out the value of, write down the formula for this. What you have to find out, number of pumps. For number of pumps, first I have to write the formula, number of pumps. For finding the number of pumps, for finding the formula for number of pump, the formula will be total head by head developed by each pump. Total head by TOTLE, total head. Total head means HT by head of, head developed by one pump. head developed by one pump. Total head developed by pump. Head developed by one pump. Total head is given in your question, and head developed by one pump you have to find out. For that I given, whenever specific speed is given, I given the formula here. As you can see that specific speed is equal to n under root of q by h to power of 3 by 5, n under root of q by h to power of 3 by 4. So you have to use this formula. The formula for specific speed, ns is equal to n under root of q by h to power of 3 by 4. Go for the cross multiplication. H to power of 3 by 4 into ns is equal to n under root of q is given. So h to power of 3 by 4 is equal to n under root of q by ns. This one you have to find out. N value is given, how much it is? 800. Under root of q value is given 0.16. ns value is also given, that is 25. If you solve this one, you will get this value, that is 12.8. So h to power of 3 by 4 is equal to 12.8. This 3 by 4, if you send that side, it will become h to power of 12.8 4 by 3. With the help of calci, if you solve this, you will get 29.94, that is equal to 30. After that, again you have to write down the formula for number of pumps, POMPS pump. The formula will be total head by HM. Total head is already given in question, that is 89 by this one is the 30, 89. So approximately you will get 3. The answer for number of pumps. For number of pumps to lift this much of water, the answer is 3. Here total head is given, n is given, ns is known as specific speed, and discharge is given. You have to find out number of pump. Total head ht by head developed by each pump. So ns is equal to n under root of q by h to power of 3 by 4. If you solve this, you will get the value of hm. After number of pump is equal to ht by hm. ht is 89, hm is 30. So number of pump is 3. Like this you can solve the problem. Okay, in this next question, two geometrically similar pumps are running at the same speed. Two pumps are there. Same speed means N1. N1 is given. N1 is equal to 1000 RPM, and N2 also you have to take as the 1000 RPM, because in question it is clearly mentioned that two geometrical similarly pumps are running at the same speed. For both the pumps the speed is same. So for first pump you have to take the speed N1. For the second pump you have to take the speed. One pump has a impeller diameter. Impeller diameter means D1 is given. Diameter is equal to 0.30 meter already, and lift the water at the rate of discharge is given. So discharge is given. Discharge means end D2 you have to consider 20 liter per second is given. So what you have to do, 20 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter cube per second you have to consider. 20 discharge is given, so you have to consider this one. Discharge is equal to 20 into 10 to the power of minus 3. After again say head is given. Head is equal to how much? Head is equal to 15 meter. After that, determine the head of a impeller diameter. Determine the head of impeller diameter means HM2 he is asking, HF1 is given. Then after that, the diameter head and the impeller, determine the head and impeller diameter of the pump. D2 is also is asking, what is D2? If the delivery of the pump to deliver half of the discharge, means whatever the previous discharge is there, that one is the half of the this discharge. So this is Q1. Q1 is there. Q2, how to find out Q2 is equal to Q1 by 2, that is 20 into 10 to the power of minus 3 by 2, that is 10 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter cube per second. This is your Q2. Previous one is the q1, q1 is given, q2 is given. Now you have to take the comparison formula. With the help of the comparison formula only you can solve. Which formula is suitable for that? First one, n1 n2 is given, q1 q2 is given, h1 and h2 is not given. You, or otherwise second one you can't, h1 d1 n1, h1 d2, this one also you can take, this one. So depending upon your data you have to select. If I select this one, easily I will get the value of h2 because n1 is there, n2 is there, q1 is there, q2 is there, h1 is there. Only need to find out the value of h2. So first I am taking this formula. This is n1 under root of q1 by hm to power of 3 by 4 h1. Okay, then n2 under root of q2 by h2 to power of 3 by 4. Here go for cross multiplication, otherwise directly substitute the value. The values will be n1 value is equal to how much, 1000, and discharge 1 value how much it is, 0.02. h1 value is how much? If you solve that one, 0.2 only you will get. h1 value how much it is, 15 to power of 3 by 4. Then n2 value how much it is, 1000. Then discharge 2 value is equal to how much, 0.01. After solving, hm to the power of 3 by 4. If you go for cross multiplication, 1000 will get cancelled. This 1000 and this 1000 will get cancelled. So here under root of 0.2 by h2 power of 3 by 4 is equal to under root of 0.1 by hm2 power of 3 by 4. Go for cross multiplication, hm2 power of 3 by 4 is equal to 0.2 is equal to under root of 0.1 into 15 to power of 3 by 4. h2 to power of 3 by 4 is equal to 0.1 into 15 to power of 3 by 4 by under root of 0.2. hm2 to power of 3 by 4 you will get like this, 5.389. If you solve this hm2 is equal to 5.389 whole to power of 4 by 3. This side is 3 by 4 is there. If you shifted that the side, it will become, so h2 is equal to, you will get the answer 9.44 meter. Just now you got the value of h2. Next thing what you have to find out, determine the head and impeller diameter. Next one is d2 you have to find out. For finding the d2 you can select this one. This one you can't select the formula because here pressure is given. So here d1 n1, d2 n2, h1 h2. So this formula you can select. Second bit, for finding the second bit, the formula will be for finding the second bit, under root of hn m1 by d1 n1 is equal to under root of h2 d2, this is n2. So here you substitute first values. d1 is given in your question, under root of 15 by d1 is equal to 0.30 by n1 is equal to how much it is, 1000. Then under root of h2 value, h2 just now only you got 9.44 by d2 value you have to find out, n2 value is equal to how much, 1000. This one and this one will get cancelled. So root of 15 by 0.30 is equal to root of 9.44 by d2. If you go for the cross multiplication, d2 under root of 15 is equal to 9.44 into 0.33. So d2 is equal to 9.44 into 0.33 by under root of 15. From this you will get the value of d2, 0.238 meter. This is the value of d2, 0.238 meter. From this you will get the value of d2. In this question is asking to find out the value of hm2 and d2. So from this n1 is n2, d1 q1 and q2 is half of this one. So from this first you have to select this formula. With the help of this formula you got the value of this one. If you substitute here, simplify that one, you will get the value of hm2. Then under root of hm by under root of h2 by d1 n1 is equal to d2 n2. If you solve this one, then with the help of this you will get the value of d2. but you have to remember discharge 1 is 20 liter per second is given. So whenever liter per second is given, you have to multiply with 10 to power of minus 3, that is meter cube per second. So always you have to convert with, whenever liter per second is given, you have to convert and multiply with 10 to power of minus 3, then only you will get the